One of the biggest anime movies has been released in theaters. That's right, in theaters. Spy Family Code White, but is it any good? We'll talk. Hi, how you doing today? It's Just Jess here. Hope you're having a good day. And today, yes, so we got the movie Spy Family Code White is an action-adventure anime comedy movie releasing from Crunchyroll, hitting in theaters after the conclusion of Season 1 and Season 2 from the show. It's an original story by Tatsuya Endo, which, my apologies, I don't know how to say that name right, so I'm probably botching it. So we got the characters Lloyd Forger, world's top best spy, along with his wife, Yor Forger, world's deadliest assassin, along with their amazing daughter, Anya, who is a telepath, can read people's minds, and of course, Dog the Bond. Dog the Bond that can see things into the future as they pretend to be this perfect happy couple / marriage, which in reality, they really are the perfect couple, but for the sake of the mission, Operation Strix is put on hold when Anya, their daughter, gets involved in devious things as she tries to steal something that makes her family go retrieve her back. Will the family get her back from the enemies? What about what will happen to her and the family and the world domination? Will she earn her first Stella? Find out as we talk about the Forgers going on their first family vacation. I gotta give you a brief history with my history with anime and of course this show. For the past weeks and of course a little bit of days ago, I've been watching Season 2 and Season 1 on Crunchyroll, and I did finish it like 2 days ago prior to seeing the movie in theaters. If you look around this room, what do you see? You see a lot of anime, you see a lot of romance. I love anime, it's a big part of my DNA. There's movies and reviews that I've done on this channel that you've probably seen. My love for anime has literally changed the course of my life. I bought those at Comic-Con. I wasted, that's a bad word. I spent good money on amazing action figures from anime, posters, sword art online, anime, romance, and even those. I'm going next week to C2E2 in Chicago, and I'm also cosplaying. I was supposed to be Lloyd Forger. I bought that cosplay. I'll even show it to you picture on screen right now. But I contacted East Cosplay and I told them, hey, like, is it gonna come in? No, they said that it's not coming in. It's gonna be delayed. So I'll go to Anime Center. So I absolutely love anime. It's a big part of my life. And a lot of people ask me, do you need to watch Season 1 and Season 2 in order to enjoy this standalone movie? And for my answer is, maybe, kind of. I mean, you don't really have to, but in order to enjoy this, you don't really have to, but you would still get a lot of it because they do reference previous things such as callbacks to the previous episodes, and of course you'll miss that growth from the family from the first installment, from the first episode all the way to this. This movie doesn't have like those big reveals or those character changing moments or like that moment between Yor and Floyd, which still hasn't happened yet in the show and the series and not even this movie. So you probably will be okay watching this as a standalone movie, but at the end of the day, if you want to get the most of it, I do encourage you watching as the show and the series progresses, even Season 3 when it drops. But still, it's an amazing show. It's funny, it's lighthearted, and has everything that an anime person like me would want. So no, you don't have to watch the show. But if the movie enticed you to go watch Season 1 and Season 2, please do so because the show is amazing and the movie is amazing as well. So basically, here's the gist. Anya, the daughter, goes to school and she gets a design appointment. Hey guys, you guys need to make a desserts or whatever food for the weekend, and the president is going to be eating it and grading it. So of course her father, Lloyd Forger, has intel on what his preference is like. So they're gonna make Mary. So there is a dessert. So they travel on a snowy, cold, wintry festival place. I forgot the name of it. I don't know. And shortly, Anya's curiosity gets the best of her and sets off an emotion of events that can threaten the peace between West Astalis and East, but also the entire world. The movie continues the trend that the show had. It's also lighthearted at times, but it doesn't take itself too seriously, but also bringing the family closer by deepening the connections of the relationships with each other, with the dog, with Anya, and of Lloyd's and Yor's relationship, attraction, dynamic, whatever they had, whatever their fake marriage and Taiso's relationship. To me, it's always a treat seeing Yor and Lloyd being together, and they do have some moments in this, which, let's be honest, we're waiting for. I don't want to say the thing because I don't want to spoil it for you, but you know, the chemistry or the embrace, more than an embrace in sense. But if you've seen the show, you know that they're Operation Strix for their fake marriage. Yes, this movie still has that, and they still don't know their identities, which is cool. I feel like that's one of the things of the film, but still, it goes both favors because I like seeing that romance. I used to go to school to become a relationship therapist, as you know, on this channel. So any moments that they have alone, to me, on the present on screen is amazing because you guys are mother and father for Anya. For the movie to tackle the relationship in a meaningful way in less than 2 hours runtime is cool. I mean, it's not a lot, it's just mostly flirtation and of course the continuation of like what's going on. Her coworkers think he's cheating on her, and it's like nice tie into like the beginning of the movie. Of course, Anya is cute as ever and she steals the show, but the dog, the Bond, he goes on their trip trip, but we don't get a lot of screen time from him. That like they left him out. They're like, yeah, you know, you can't really go on these like crazy bombastic action set pieces, but he's still there. So he does go there, and he does have moments with Anya. Of course, they go together and stuff. The movie, it's still melodramatic just like the show, but it doesn't take itself too seriously, and it had me and some of the audio theaters laughing at multiple intersections of the movie. There's a lot of anime people, there was a lot of couples, there was a lot of family, so it was a good time at the theaters. If you like this type of like design for anime is a big place. It could be bloody, melodramatic, it could be serious, it could be deadly, and also could be like this. The movie has everything that you would want. It has drama, some nice flirtation, some good amazing action set pieces, even during the duration of The Spy. I mean, I guess some of the action sequences could have been a little bit longer, but it ties into the show if you've seen it before. Yor has some good moments too, as she, I don't want to spoil it for you, but she has like this amazing fight to fight sequences, and like the different levels of like the ship. When Lloyd's on top, she's in the bottom, and of course Anya's being taken captive, if you've seen from the trailers. And they still don't know each other, so don't worry about that. They're just fighting on different fronts. And of course the thing is family vacation, so they're doing this together. However, the dog, like I told you, it's not really a big fan. It's just them three. The dog is like left out, and it's cool. But still, Yor gets some amazing moments. But it's really weird because if you've seen season 2, Yor is complimenting after the cruise thing. I mean, she did it for work and she did it for protection. So she's thinking in season 2, she's like, what am I even doing this? Am I doing this to provide for my family? However, she's fighting for her family in this one. So it's kind of a loophole if you really think about it. Or maybe I need to rewatch the series again. Or if you know, please let us know in the comments below. Because I was thinking, I thought she doesn't want to do this anymore. And they made it in the beginning of the movie, literally 5 minutes. They're like, you're some deadly assassin that kills people. And I'm like, what? Like, even though she's complimenting in season 2 that she doesn't want to do that. But I still am absolutely in love with this anime. And they still have their identities like separate. I mean, they do it as a family, but they don't know. They still don't know, which is great. But of course, Anya, if you've seen from the show, she does know because she has the telepathy. She knows. She's like, oh my god, you know, Papa's on a big mission. Mama, ooh, scary. And I love that, especially how it's expressed in the movie itself. You already know anime looks amazing, especially brilliant on the big screen. Something with the art, the style, the colors. However, there is 2 negatives that I do gotta say. First, the colors, especially for my theater, and I'll explain my reasonings, just felt a little less undersaturated and under vivid. When I saw the trailer after I've seen the movie in theaters, the IMAX trailer in English dub, I looked at my thing, I'm like, where is any IMAX theaters that are English dub in Chicago? You would think they released it in Chicago, they released the movie, right? So I'm looking at IMAX theaters and there is no English dub. There's just Japanese dub. I'm like, what? You release a trailer on the IMAX thing for Spy Family English dub in IMAX and I can't even find it? I'm like, what? So that's a big thing. For the colors to be not as popping as I do with the photos. Now, yes, let's be granted, it could be my theater, it could be that auditorium, it could be that time that I went, but it's weird because I've seen other anime movies in the same theater, such as Suzume, such as Final Fantasy Advent Children. I've seen so many anime movies in the same theater that I go to. Now, granted, yes, I didn't see it in IMAX because there was no English dub, and I know a lot of people are gonna say, oh, Japanese dub is better, Japanese dub better is the baddest thing. I get that and I understand that, but for me, you're gonna alienate a lot of the audience if you're doing an English dub, like what happened with the controversy a few days ago with the screen unseen. If you know from that, I'm not gonna really delve into the controversy, but still, I like English dub. I feel like it has gone a long way since the inception when they started doing English dub. So that's just one thing. And here's a picture on screen for you. So this is the trailer, the IMAX trailer. It looks amazing, it looks beautiful, right? And this is for me tampering to see what I remembered. This is the color that I would see. I'm like, as you can see from these 2 photos, this looks a little bit dull, a little bit jarring. I'm like, wow, what happened? What happened? Did the creators, is it my theater or is it just because it's not in IMAX? I'm like, it could be that. It could be not in IMAX, but I saw Suzume not in IMAX and Suzume looked amazing. I'm like, something's going on, which I still gotta do more research, but for the sake of this review, that's what I'm telling you right now. It just felt a little bit off. And the second thing that I didn't like, and this is just a personal thing, this movie is set during the wintry festival months of Christmas. It's spring in Chicago, literally the end of April. It's sunny, there is no snow. So to me, there was kind of a disconnect, but then again, in Japan, it was released in the 22nd of December. And for the turnaround time for them to have the English dub is amazing because it's literally in a couple of months. So that's the only thing I'm like, why? I would have waited a year to watch this in December, but then again, you know, marketing and tying and the money and the budget, of course, they had to release it now. So that was just my personal nitpick. At the end of the day, it is a great time to be an anime fan in theaters, and any 4 anime movies that come to theaters, please keep their locked in right here. At the end of the day, yes, I'm gonna be very honest with you. With my history, with my love for anime, I'm gonna give this an A+. I absolutely loved it. Yes, the colors could have been better, and of course the setting could have been a little bit different, especially now since we're in spring. If you made it this far, I really appreciate you so much. Maybe consider hitting that like button and turning on notifications so you never miss a video. With that, take care, bye.